We are all one. Quan Yin. It is I, Quan Yin. Our differences do not separate us from each other. Just because I am different from you and you are different from your neighbors does not make us separate. We are all the same. We are the same being expressing in different ways. Of course, it serves us to play these roles and to give each other the illusion that we are separate. But what if it was possible to hold the knowing that we are all one, while at the same time playing in the illusion of separation for fun? What if you looked at every single being on your world and saw them as another expression of you? Would that not lead to more unity, to better understanding, and ultimately to unconditional love? You want to use the illusion for fun without getting lost in it to such an extent that you forget the truth of who we all are. This ability to hold the knowing that we are all one makes forgiveness easier and judgment impossible. And it is certainly easier to recognize that everything is in service. Every experience is helping us become more of who we are, and none of us gets left behind. Feel the warmth in your heart as you consider this. Feel the broadness of your consciousness as you allow yourself to see everything and everyone as a part of you, as an expression of you. Look for the ways in which you can express your uniqueness and encourage others to do the same. This gives us all strength and propels us into the expansion of who we are. Ascending into 5D. Because you are ascending into higher frequencies, you are undergoing a process of relinquishing. You cannot bring that which is not vibrating at a higher frequency into the fifth dimension. It is simply not possible. So you will relinquish some things whether you want to or not. The pain that you feel of letting go is coming to you from the part of you that wants to remain third-dimensional, separate, and egoic. These are not bad things, by the way. They are simply different ways of experiencing reality. And as you shift into a new way of experiencing reality, the process of letting go can seem like a death or a mourning process. The pain itself is a natural experience. What you will find, however, is that you have control over how much pain, how long you feel it, and how intense it is. So from now on, when you feel pain, just remind yourself that it is telling you that you are ascending. With pain comes relief. The two go hand in hand. The experience of relief allows you the opportunity to appreciate your pain. You cannot get to the relief, however, until you let go. Every day, make it your intention to let go of something that no longer serves you. Make it your intention to allow the process of ascension to occur as easily and with as little pain and suffering as possible. And do your best to enjoy the process of letting go, because in letting go, you open yourself up to something new and wonderful. Karma. What is karma? What does that mean to you to have karma with someone else? It means something different to each of you. Some of you see it as punishment, unless it is good karma, but it rarely is. You rarely talk about good karma from other lifetimes, but that must exist if the opposite does. So when things are going your way, do you like to take a little credit for it in this lifetime, or do you like to think that you have earned the good fortune in a past life? And when things are not going your way, some of you like to talk about a past life, and others of you would prefer to see it as something that you have done in this lifetime, because then it is something you have control over. But the bottom line is this. It does not matter how your circumstances come to be what they are. It only matters what you do with what's in front of you. How can this be of service to me is a question worth asking yourself. How can I love this a little more? How can I enjoy and savor this good fortune? Whatever it is that is in front of you, be present with it, be curious about it, and release it from any and all attachments that you may have placed upon it. See your lives as unfolding beautifully and always for the purpose of evolution. Your evolution does not have to be an uphill battle or struggle. It can be a joyous journey, and you can see yourselves as the creators of everything that is in front of you, because you are so much more than what you have known yourselves to be. And it does not matter when you created it, just as long as you realize that you created it to serve you. And that is how good you are. Feel the vibrations. Are you able to feel everything that you experience as a vibration? Are you able to determine the vibrational quality of a thing, a person, a place, an experience, or a moment? This is a skill that you are learning to develop. It is an important skill as you move forward into the fifth dimension. You are learning to work with vibration. You are giving yourselves opportunities to practice and to play with the frequency of whatever vibration you are experiencing. You have tools and abilities that you are unlocking at this time. You do not quite understand how powerful you are, but you are waking up. And you are waking up to this knowledge that you have to shift of how to measure vibration and how to alter frequency. You are going to do so easily as you adjust the volume on one of your devices. You are accessing inner technology that far surpasses anything that you have created in the physical. Now is your opportunity to tune yourselves to the vibration you would like to experience. But in order to do so, you must be willing to experience all the vibrations that are around you and are within you. You need the information that they contain. This is one of the reasons why it is so important for you to be present and for you to feel. So just take a moment now and feel the vibrations that are around you. See if you can determine the difference in the vibration between the plant, the pet, the other person, piece of furniture. Just familiarize yourself for now with all these vibrations and more. You are becoming masterful and you are ready to become even more. Energetic structure of human experience. I am certain about one thing regarding humanity. You are filled with profound wisdom. You have experienced so much as a race, as a collective, and all that you have experienced has built an energetic structure that each and every one of you has access to. There is so much depth to who you are as a race, and that depth comes from the willingness that you all exhibited to go through such a wide array of experiences. You are making this journey together, and therefore you are sharing this energetic structure with one another in service. You may wish to picture this structure in whatever way you feel inspired to, but it is real and you have access to it. So if you need to come up with an idea or a solution, you can tap into the vast array of experiences that all humanity has had in order to give you the insights, and the wisdom, and the energetic support to take you where you need to go. You don't have to do it all yourselves, and you certainly don't have to reinvent the wheel or anything else that has already been invented. It's time to begin to see yourselves as a collective and to really benefit from the connection that you have to one another. You have also contributed to the energetic structure of human experiences that has been created, and so you are certainly worthy of extracting that which you need from it. You can move through experience so much more quickly now than ever before, and you can access solutions, ideas, and everything else that you want in a split second. Begin to access this power by simply acknowledging it, intending to do so, and surrendering to the experience of downloading exactly what you need. Perceiving reality. In your perception of reality, you have much to process, much to feel, and much to understand. It is an interpretation of reality that you are experiencing, and that is different for each of you. You are capable of experiencing what is in front of you through several different lenses. The lenses through which you interpret reality is often the one that you are most accustomed to using. It is through this lens that you can then begin to construct your belief system. And when you do this, you make sure to filter out any evidence to the contrary, because you want to feel safe. And in order to feel safe, you must convince yourself that you are right, that you have mastered the reality in which you find yourself. So there is reinforcement all around you to convince you that the lens you are using is the correct one. So how do you know whether something is real or whether something is just your perception? Everything is real. Everything is. You are deciding which version of reality you want to experience. You can continue to experience the reality that gives you comfort because it is familiar and predictable. Or you can throw all of that out the window and decide that you want to experience reality through a frequency that you set consciously in your beingness. So instead of seeking to change the reality that you are in, the reality that you perceive, simply decide that you want to explore a frequency. That frequency will become your new lens, and you will be surprised by how much you can perceive once you try it on for size. Once you give yourself a taste of what it is like to create your reality by a simple act of your perception of it through a different lens, through a more pleasing frequency. I am Quan Yin, and I hold you in my heart.